This guy's using a new Aatrox skin. Trying something new here. Never seen this one before. Now, I dodged the first lobby, and then somebody luckily dodged the second one. I was gonna dodge again. As soon as my ADC is typing, I'm like, we lost. Especially if they type some shit like that, like surrender, even though the game hasn't even started. But then they picked up Mumu Zillion, and this guy Instalock Silas. That's good. He's got some really good ults on their team. He's like some of the best ults available. Minions really just on me. That was awkward. It's okay. Bone plating just came up there. I really didn't want to flash, so I'm glad that my bear trap slowed him enough. I could still hit enough bullets after he flashed away. Also, you know how hype I just got when he ignited me? I was like, yes, he can't TP back instantly and get all this farm. I was worried. I was like, this is about to be the classic. I get a kill on him and then he instantly comes back and I feel like I lost. Like for doing that, but then I just got so hyped. Like, thank God he ignited me right there. Alright, nice. Yeah, he doesn't have the Giga Chad TP, so get him, Silas. Oh my god, he accidentally cancelled his Z with his flash. Oh no, that was bad. He's so dead. Maybe. Wow, I'm gonna fucking miss that. I cannot believe he lived right there. Yeah, Dinah's E now is her dash instead of her R. This is an E level 6. Let's go, Ludicolo. I'm chilling, dude. I'm chilling. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well too. Yeah, her old E was like just the pull, right? And now her ultimate is like the pull, but it does like 1,000,000 damage instead of just being the CC. It basically one-shots you if it hits you. Oh, dude, I recasted my E there. That was my lag kicking in. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's good with these items right now. This guy's fading. Frustrated with the new season? Damn. Who have you been playing? Or what don't you like about it? The items or like the map or what? Just nothing? What build would you recommend someone picking up Kled for the first time? Also, why Conquer over, I'm assuming you mean Lethal Tempo? You don't need Lethal Tempo or like attack speed, focus things in general, because your W is already so much attack speed. You just want AD, because his AD scalings are really high. All of his abilities, both mounted and dismounted, are all bonus AD scaling. They're all really high. And you stack Conquer fast, so it's definitely the best keystone on him. Lethal Tempo is just unnecessary, like when you already have so much attack speed. And what build would I recommend? There's a lot of good builds and items that are out right now, because there was just like the big item rework. So there's a lot of things you can go. I mean, right now, I'm just going Hubris into Profane Hydra, like first 2 items every game. And then after that, I'm just building situational stuff. This build is like harder to play though, because it's definitely like a full damage. Like you have to know what you're capable of. So maybe if you're a new player, you could go, instead of like a full lethality type of build, you can just go Titanic Hydra, like 3rd item. Like 1st, 2nd, you can just build whatever AD haste item. I mean, those are the most important stats on Kled, just AD, haste, pen. So just build items that like focus on those stats, and then you can just go Titanic Hydra 3rd if you're newer to Kled, and you know, you'll be a little bit less squishy. I feel like this season it's way worse, the problem of being behind and catching up. There's so many damage items. I've been dying so much more. But yeah, there's a lot of damage in the game right now for sure. I mean, the thing is, like, I feel like Kled can use a lot of the items really well. And, like, a lot of the damage right now that's really strong is, like, fortunately, it's, like, just damage. It's not, like, percent HP damage. It's just flat damage. Besides Liandry's. I feel like it's a little bit... For me, I felt like it's been a little bit easier to, like, snowball. But there are some things I don't like. Like, there's still the problem of people fucking instantly, like, respawning early game. There's, like, no death timers. And there's some things I still don't like, but I've been having fun with this season, but like, I mean, this season just started, you know, it's definitely gonna take a while to get used to a lot of things. Yeah, no problem, Tad Mad. Sorry, I can't really give you a better answer, because I don't know, like, sometimes I feel like I don't really want to recommend something specifically because it's, like, easier, and, like, because you're newer. Like, I personally feel like you might as well learn the things that are the best, and just like learn, like, you know, the hard way. Like, you have to, because like Kled is just like a very like limit test heavy type of champion, so like you're gonna have to, like, you know, figure out what he's capable of anyway. You've been really having trouble with tanks running the full damage build. 2-item Malphite didn't think damage from me at all. Yeah, tanks are really strong. I've been like lucky. I've like not been playing as any tanks. I've only played as a couple of Orns and like a Poppy. But yeah, tanks are really strong, and they made it a lot harder to build any kind of, like, pen against them early. Like, yeah, like Frozen Heart Tabi are broken. And, like, you can't just go, like, the old build where you would just go, like, Ravenous into Eclipse, and you would have, like, a lot of lifesteal shielding pen right away to, like, deal with them. I went one game where I was against a tank, and I went, like, Ravenous Hydra first, just so I could, like, ignore them, like, just lifesteal, shove the wave, and just roam. And it worked pretty well for me. I feel like it's like a losing game to like try to be like, oh, I'm gonna build to kill the tank, because you're gonna kill the tank when you get items. You just have to accept that early game you can't kill them. Like, their items are just a lot cheaper than your damage items. But I feel like it's usually better if you're against a tank to just focus on building wave clear and just shoving and then just leaving. Just do a camp or try to look for a roam or something. I feel like you're better off doing that than being like, you know, how do I kill the tank? I mean, you can't go Cleaver because it's dog shit, and then like Mortar and Minder Sereldas are only better. Like, you know, like mid late game. Invaded him. I didn't see if they used anything. It was good. Willing. Yeah, I've been having fun because, I don't know, I guess it just depends on the champs you play. Like, every champ that I play, besides Yorick, he doesn't count. He's useless. But besides Yorick, I felt like pretty strong on like every champ I've been playing. But they are nerfing a lot of stuff soon. Swain's got Ligma. To walk forward, so he's too scared to get the farm. Has 40 farm.
You do come up with the best ideas.
That was a sad day for Kled mains. Yeah, but it's still a really easy matchup. Only because Yorick is like really dog shit right now. Otherwise, it should be Yorick favored. But like, just because of Yorick's current state, you can bait him. And I didn't want to flash. I shouldn't have flashed like that. I should have flashed further in. I could have maybe killed him, but he's Bosums. Hi, Liana. Yo, thank you very much for the 2 months. Big fan. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day went well. I thought they were going to nerf Hubris and Profane Expand. I thought they were going to nerf it, first of all, for sure. I thought maybe they would hotfix nerf it. But apparently they're not getting nerfed at all, so I don't know. I guess people are not complaining about it that much. Like, when I looked at the replies to the post, pretty much people were only talking about the AP items. And I saw like barely anybody talking about lethality. So I guess like the common Reddit, Twitter users are not complaining about it. She's level 5, bro? Yeah, not yet, not yet. Which is like, okay, I guess that's good for me since I'm using them. They're definitely OP. Like, no way they don't need some kind of nerf. Like, Hubris could only really take like one nerf, but Profane needs like a couple nerfs to the active. 50% threshold, and then how much damage it does is ridiculous, dude. What's good, Harry? What's good? First, The Assassin Golden Age. I mean, like, Zed is like perma banned, so you think there's some, maybe people think it's just a Zed problem. Dude, but like even Fizz, they're like overkilling him. Like he was definitely really good at the first start of the patch, the 14 patch. But like then they hotfix nerfed him and hotfix nerfed Storm Surge, and the next patch they're gonna nerf him again and Storm Surge again. Like come on, bro, chill out. Like, he doesn't need 20 nerfs all at once. Or at least like wait a tiny bit. Alright, I finished my call. I got the first tower. I'm up a lot of farm. It's good. Demi-Lime. See Hubris getting nerfed first because it's been pushed by other classes? Yeah, I've seen like, yeah, ADCs are building Hubris. Dude, it's like, I don't know. Dude, so many things would be solved if Riot would just like stop hating on like they hate balancing items for melee ranged separately. I don't know why. It would make things so much easier for them. Like so many items should just work differently if you're melee or ranged. Or, you know, just be like, only melee champ can buy, only range champ can buy, or whatever. I don't know why they hate doing that so much. Yeah, Yorick is like the worst champ in the game. Why would they wait? I mean, wait to like, you know, give things to settle down, like win rates and stuff. Like the season just started, you know, the patch is a huge patch. So, you know, there needs to be some time to like see what's actually good and broken. I don't think any champ deserves to be nerfed like 4 or 5 times immediately, like 3 days into a patch. Like to me that doesn't make any sense. Unless it's like a game-breaking level of OP, like they're like 90% ban rate or something. Yeah, I haven't seen the double support thing or like multiple support item too much, only a couple times in my games, but yeah, luckily they're nerfing that. See, that makes sense to nerf right away, because that's like that's an unintended thing, an unintended interaction. So I'm glad they're fixing that, and yeah, I'm glad I haven't really been running into it much. At least the Dragon Boat is still in. Zed is like one of the weaker AD assassins? It's not true at all. That's only true in like absolute bottom elo, which they shouldn't balance for. Have I seen Bloodsong Fiora support? I've seen people do like ADC supports with the Sheen item, or like whatever other off-meta supports with like the Sheen item, the Bloodsong. I haven't seen Fiora though. I mean, that sounds terrible because she has too many level scalings in her kit, so you'd be the lowest level in the game. What does a Profane Active do? It just does damage. It just does physical damage in a circle. But if they're under half health, it does way more damage. So it does 250. If they're under half health, it does 380 almost. It's 150% AD scaling. So if they're low, it does like a lot of damage. Yeah, I've seen people were like abusing it to climb, but like I don't know how they don't see that coming. Like on the so many things get reported on the PB and then they just don't get changed at all. But the ladder already has fucking no value, so it doesn't matter. Dude, I saw Chase Shaco tweet today about how like you know, they're saying they wanted to add Duo Q back to like Masters Plus, and he said the same thing that I always say, where he's like, at this point, because the ladder is like such a joke now, then like why should, like, who even cares if you let Duo allow? Like you might as well just let it, you know, you might as well just enable it, since the ladder already has no fucking value. And like, dude, so many people in the comments were like shitting on that take. They're like, oh, so just because it's ruined, they should ruin it more. Like, brother, like, what do you want him to say? Like, they're obviously not gonna fix the ladder, so like, what is the point of like trying to, you know, keep it hold on, I'm feeding right now. Give me this Herald. Is Ven and Vulcan running the ladder? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can duo in this season or not. If you can climb to Masters, you can climb to Challenger in this season. It's literally a non-fact. Like, climbing to Challenger is so not effortful at all. It doesn't matter if they let duo allowed, if they let people, you know, server transfer and that affects their MMR. Like, all that stuff might as well stay at this point. A timeline where the ladder is saved? I would believe that if there was like anything that pointed to that direction. Now, a hard reset would definitely not fix anything. They would have to do a lot of changes first and then hard reset the ladder. They can't just like reset it. But they're not gonna fix it. They don't want it to be different. Like every change that they've made to the ladder was intentional anyway. So there's no reason even to believe that they'd want to fix it anyway. Like why would they?
Nothing like having the wind on your
Dude, you were invincible in that game, bro. And they also refused to buy anti-heal. They were like hitting you for like 40 seconds, and then they all backed, and they still didn't buy anti-heal. They're like, ah, we don't need it. What is that?
damn it, Scarl.
Surrender? What? Aren't we winning? I guess we're not winning, but we're not losing. Relax. Super server, like the Chinese super servers. You have that. Does exist.
Mushrooms are healthy. Once you get used to the madness, paranoia.
Get some teammates. I'll drive this Herald into him. It didn't have one. Bless. Flash. Oh, my Q is so close to coming up. I was gonna buffer it, but I couldn't. Alright, you got it, you got it. My Herald ever... Where did my Herald go? Did they really kill the Herald that fast? Is that real? I think a lot of people are also aware of the Emerald Gains thing last season. Yeah, they just changed it, allegedly. They changed the Emerald. People getting... It wasn't just an Emerald, but like especially an Emerald. People getting, you know, less LP for winning than they were losing. But apparently they already put some kind of changes for it. You went on a 15 loss streak, then a 15 win streak. Somehow same elo, but games are better. No, I don't know, but the MMR makes no sense. The whole MMR system makes no sense. Like, as hard as you can try to understand it, it always feels like it's a little bit random.
Juice, then I have a problem.
Yeah, the Leandri's Ripmaker combo is ridiculously strong. What do you think of the biggest problems with the ladder right now? Dude, there's so many problems. Like, I would have to talk for so long about it, but the summary is just that it's very inflated. The average player is much higher ranked than their skill level. So it's not really fun to play. And then at the very top of the ladder, there's a lot of other problems, like win trading is really like excessive. People server transferring for higher MMR, like you climb on a lower player base server. Like on NA, people will climb on LAN because there's way less people, and then they can server transfer to NA, and your MMR carries over. I mean, there's so many other things that you could say, but basically it's just that it's not competitive at all. It's very easy to climb to high elo. If you can climb to like Masters, you can easily get to Challenger, and yeah, the LP is just very inflated. There's so many things. But it's only at the top of the ladder that those problems really exist. So like, obviously, you know, they don't care that much about it. He got nervous. Because it only affects a small amount of the player base. This is full AP gun. Storm Surge and Mumu tried to one-shot me.
Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. Gotta take it yourself.
Alright, never mind. I forgot what time the game was in. We're 20 minutes in. I was like, alright, the second Herald will be up, and that doesn't even exist anymore. You see people in GM Challenger that were 2 ranks under when I peaked? Yeah. Dude, it's literally at least on the NA server, the people, the rank that you would have been if you were D5, like the last time Diamond 5 was in the game, which was like a while ago now, but when Diamond 5 was still in the game, your ladder rank, you would literally be 0 LP Masters right now. That's how inflated it is. On fucking NA specifically. The people who play in Masters now are Diamond, they're literally Diamond players. In terms of like skill level, it's like, and then people want to say like it's still competitive, as if, who cares? Exactly, nobody cares. The only people who still care about like getting a high rank now are people who have never been high ranked before. Like if you want to climb, you know, one time for the one time, like I still respect that. That's for you. Like just to prove to yourself that you can climb to a certain rank.
Only company I need.
But it's just like, because some people will just wonder, well, why are people not playing high elo as much, or like always complaining about it? Can we just like do a Baron or something? I've never even seen this Ezreal. I've seen him once. He has electrocute. What is going on? Yo, Feeder Boy, thank you very much for the 67 months, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, bro. What's going on? What's good, Museka? Yeah, this is our end game. I was gonna say, is the Zilean gonna R this time? He most certainly didn't last time.
Let's get some new property.
Alright, I can't get him. I have 404 not found AD. Ouch. Next patch that would have dismounted me with the ult buff. That wall looks really weird. I don't know if I was gonna jump that. Eclipse Rush? Yeah, Eclipse is pretty good. Do you go like Ingenious Hunter with it too or not? If you go like Eclipse with Ingenious Hunter, you're really strong. I mean, I guess that's the same as like the old one. I just personally don't build tier 2 boots that often, or boots at all, because you don't really need them on Kled. You get a lot of move speed with your abilities in combat and your Yomus, which is what I usually build. And then when you're traveling around the map, you can just TP or ult. When you're in combat with Kled, he pretty much has no problem sticking to the target, so you just need damage. Yeah, I usually don't end up going boots like in 90% of my games. It's like a lot stronger to have another item. I have the closest thing to an AD Medjay, which is this thing, but you don't lose stacks on death. You just keep gaining them. Oh, I sure hope they run away. So. Bro, like, that sound that he made, literally just Hydra, like, instantly killed him. He's like half health. Yeah, they don't need to nerf this. Just 640 damage. Bro, it's unbelievable. Just ran him over. Not because of MS only, though. That's another reason I don't go boots. The only boots I will build sometimes is Lucidity boots, because of the haste and because they're cheap. Lucidity boots are the only boots I sometimes buy for what you just said, but the other two are useless because Merc Treads got heavily nerfed a while back. They nerfed how Tenacity stacks with other sources of Tenacity, and I almost always go to Tenacity Rune, so they made it so when you build, like if you have the Rune and then you go the Merc Treads, it's like way less efficient. And then the reason I don't go Tabi is because if you're building heavy damage, which is what I usually am building, you're literally not going to tank any AD champ in the game, like late game. So they basically don't help you at all. So it's like the only boots I will consider are like offensive ones. The Lucidity boots are they're just 600 gold boots that give haste. They give actual haste and they give summoner spell haste. Watch this. Yeah, walk up again, bro. I'll do it again. Come on. Who's the other person alive? Aatrox? Where is he? I'll do it again. Yeah, I'm literally just farming all of them in their base alone. Where's my team? Slay doesn't attack me. We have ult. Alright, well my Q kills him. Why does that tower keep targeting me? It's so far away. Alright, who will spawn next, bro? I'm just continuously gonna farm them in their fucking base. Where is my team exactly? Alright, this guy walks up. It's over. It's over. I can't. Heal me, Silas. He TP'd. Man, why did that... Dude, I thought her Ceres would be down. Did she not just proc it last death? Maybe she has Ingenious Hunter too. These ranged champs, they just got auto attack to death. How do you even do that much auto damage? What is this build? Static Shiv Voltaire? This is my team? You guys can't kill them? Alright, good shit, good shit, good shit. I could almost kill all of them alone. That was a free win.